At first, boxing was just show business with blood. Professional boxing from the early years of the century was an exceptionally violent but popular form of entertainment. Many fights during this era, some decades away from the television years, were major social events with tens of thousands in attendance. The outcome of the fight always meant more than just winning itself. It was the ultimate measure of manhood for the various backgrounds and races, cities, and neighborhoods in America. So the life stories of these fighters also tell us the colorful story of America and its heroes, the Titans of the Ring. The world's oldest boxing publication is Britain's Boxing News, which has been published continuously since 1909. There was a lot to report in their first year. Amongst the headlines, what really happened in the Jack Johnson-Stanley Ketchel fight? Was this just a mismatched prize fight, or fixed? The soon-to-be-murdered Stanislaw Ketchel, the Polish Midwest middleweight, could never explain.
Knocked out Tommy Burns. Since then, Johnson has defeated all heavyweight contenders. Stanley Ketchel is known both as the Michigan Marvel and the Michigan Assassin. He's a great two-fisted puncher. The end of round one. It's pretty hot under this California sun, and the seconds get to work right away. These men hate one another. There's a lot of bitterness between them. Before the fight, Ketchel said some nasty things about Johnson, and Johnson said he was going to punish Ketchel for it, cut him up badly, and then knock him out. When Johnson fought Tommy Burns in Australia, Jack gave Burns such a terrible beating that the police stopped the fight in the 14th round to save Tommy's life. Ketchel is down. That was a terrific right to the jaw. Takes a count of 5. He looks all right. He's still got a lot of fight left in him. Ketchel's seconds keep yelling at him to cover up and make Johnson lead. But Ketchel keeps carrying the fight to Johnson. Ketchel had figured he could beat Johnson by getting in close and hitting to the body. But it hasn't worked so far. Johnson's been holding him off and outboxing him. When Ketchel does get in close, Johnson ties him up. The end of round 2. In the next 5 rounds, Ketchel keeps carrying the fight to Johnson. The champion seems overly cautious. The referees count Stanley Ketchel, the Michigan Assassin, as his heavyweight championship of the world.
Jack Sharkey into the ring at the Yankee Stadium on May the 20th, 1927. Jack Sharkey, the Boston...
The 1932 heavyweight champion Jack Sharkey, who was born Joseph Paul Zoukakis, is the only man to have fought both Jack Dempsey and Joe Louis. But he may be best remembered for a pair of controversial title fights with Max Schmeling. Sharkey, a heavy-handed boxer, defeated George Godfrey and Harry Willis in 1926 to earn a number 3 ranking in the heavyweight division. The following year, he knocked out former light heavyweight champion Mike McTeague, but was knocked out by Dempsey in July and remained inactive for 6 months. He was the champion from 1932 when he defeated Max Schmeling in 15 rounds at Long Island City, New York, until June 29, 1933, when he was knocked out by Primo Carnera in 6 rounds in New York City. In this 1927 fight, he proves his skills against the legendary Jim Maloney. The Michigan-born Jim Maloney was a Boston fish peddler by trade during his boxing career. After retiring from the ring, he held several different jobs, including working as a boxing instructor at Miami University, where he also studied law.
Sharkey, the winner, jubilantly happy. Jack Sharkey never beat Jack Dempsey, but he did go on to win the title from Max Schmeling. The scene, New York's Polo Grounds.
In June 1930, Max Schmeling was declared heavyweight champion in round 4 after being hit below the belt by Jack Sharkey. In 1932, Max Schmeling and Jack Sharkey met for a rematch. Sharkey was declared the winner after round 15 on points, and Schmeling lost his title. Schmeling's manager, Joe Jacobs, shouted, "We was robbed!" A third Schmeling-Sharkey fight never took place.
The German are just too much. Time and time again, Schmeling drives him to the ropes. Doggedly, pluckily, the Bulldog and Walker refuses to quit. The only thing the matter with Mickey is he never...
2 months after he lost his title, Max Schmeling tried his luck with Mickey Walker, and for a brief moment he was still the world's best heavyweight. That changed in June 1933 when he lost by a TKO against later champion Max Baer.
The German wraps him at will, and Mickey goes to the canvas with a count of 5. But no man living can stand up before the vicious, deadly punching of the Schmeling who went on to beat Joe Louis. The Jersey Idol is out on his feet. Now he's down for the count. Max retreats to a neutral corner as the Bulldog wearily, dazedly shakes his head. It's the old story of a good little man trying to beat a good big man, and it just isn't in the cards. Superior weight, power, punch, and skill tip the scales too far. And Mickey Walker goes down into ring history as the guy who tried and lost. Groggy but game to the end, he's one of the greatest scrappers of all time, and that fight, fans, rings down the curtain on another fistic thriller of the past. So long, this is Bill Stern waiting for you at the ringside.
Force is all-conquering, but its victories are short-lived. Though Hitler admired Schmeling, he worried about the upcoming fight with Louis. Historian Chris Mead, in a study of Louis, wrote, "When he got back to Germany after meeting the American Olympic officials, Schmeling lunched with Adolf Hitler in Munich. The dictator was upset that Schmeling was risking Germany's reputation in a fight against a black man when there was so little chance of victory." With his usual self-confidence, Schmeling assured his Führer that he had a good chance of winning, and Hitler presented the boxer with an autographed picture of himself. Schmeling hung the picture of Hitler in his study.